Hello, my name is Kary McNeill, and I've been a trainer now for, well, let's see, this is about 50 years, a little over 50 years. I started on a little red Shetland pony back on the ranch when I was a little kid. That's how I got my first sprained arm and my first broken bone. So anyway, over the next few months, I'm going to share some videos on how horse training has changed from back in the 70s up through until now. And there's actually some stuff that's pretty similar that we still do today that we did back then, but the process has just got a lot more refined. You know, I grew up on, we had a Leo mare that we got from Buzz Narell over in Colorado. We had a Leo stud that we bred to by a guy by the name of Woody Searle there in Vernal, Utah, where I grew up. And then we had a bunch of 3 bars mares that we crossed them onto. So we had some horses that had some sting to them back in the olden days. And so as kids, I know this is kind of controversial about whether you use lateral flexion or not, but like we had these big O-ring snaffles that we rode in. And so that way the bit wouldn't pull through their mouth. These horses were, I mean, they could move their feet. They were pretty catty. We were young kids. And so we would pull their nose around. And you know, I like doing this just because if I need to fix my head stall or something, I can pull the horse's head around, fix the head stall. As far as that being a training method, well, that's like the first step of lateral flexion and everything that we use it for. All of my training is centered around, we start out with like the cutters. You know, I want the cutter turned around just because we work cattle all the time. We're around cattle, so I want a horse to run over there and stop, step back, be able to catch a cow. So we do the cutter turnaround. From there, we start doing the reining horse spin. And then I want left lead, right lead. I want horses to be able to know what to do with both leads. And then we work on flying lead changes. So all the training is centered around that. As far as how we apply that to each horse depends on the horse. All the differences have to do with you know, the psychological part of a horse is different personalities. Some of them can go really quick, learn stuff real quick. Some of them take a lot longer time to teach them. As far as the physical, the skeletal of the horse, whether we bridle them up a whole bunch and get them really soft in the face like this, it kind of depends on the skeletal of the horse. If they don't have flexion, I don't put a lot of flexion on their face. If they have a lot of flexion, their skeletal allows them to flex that much, then we'll put a lot on their face. From there, everything is about training shoulders, the core of their body, and their hips. They run off their feet, they don't run off their face. So we train feet and teach a horse how to move their feet, and we use the cutter turn back on a cow and the rein and spin, the sliding stops, left lead, right lead, flying lead changes. We apply all the training, apply all of that in the training for everything we use. It doesn't matter whether it's a trail riding horse, a ranch horse, a bell racing horse, a team roping horse. If they learn all these maneuvers and it's done so that the horse has fun and enjoys the process of learning, then you're going to be more successful in the arena. If you're riding them out on a trail, the horse is going to be happy, controllable. I want a horse that's controllable whether we're out on the ranch or in the arena. I want a horse with control. So that's why we train them through these steps to make sure they're safe for kids, safe for somebody that rides once a month, and then they're competitive for somebody that rides every single day and they want to go compete and try to win money. So that's our start here, and we'll start sharing some of this stuff and the process and everything we've learned over the last 50 years, and kind of show you how everything's evolved over the years.